Welcome back to the Cutty and Govy show. Gavy's in a shitty mood. Cuddy's in a shitty mood. This will probably be a shitty show, folks. Anyway, Govy, so much to talk about today. I saw our president, Donald Trump, or your president, with the Kennedy honors. I mean, he picked Sly Stallone to lead it off. I mean, think about it, Govy. The guy has six Rockies, two Creeds, five Rambos, 4 or 5 Rambos, four Expendables, and now he's got Tulsa Kings. I mean, who is bigger than Sylvester Stallone?
Tulsa Kings is great, by the way. Great show.
Tulsa, with third seasons coming up, but who's bigger than him?
Uh,
Think about all the movie stars you
and
know.
Planet Hollywood. Is he still involved in Planet Hollywood?
No, I think that went defunct.
Okay.
I don't think that's in business. But I mean, in terms of gross sales of movies, who has more sales than Sylvester Stallone?
I don't know. I can't think of any.
I mean,
Maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger. Maybe.
What's he have? Terminator? I mean, what's he have? 2 or 3 things? Oh no, we had Kindergarten Cop, which was a great movie. I urge everybody to go see it. Did you ever see that one?
Yeah, I did.
That was a great one.
With Danny DeVito.
Right, and then he
yeah.
has twins with Danny DeVito.
Right. So he has some, but you know who's not?
And I got this leaky glass from Starbucks. I am in a shitty mood, Gavin. This frigging glass. I mean, every time I sip, it's leaking all over my shirt.
You know what's amazing? You know, we were talking with Stephen Colbert.
Oh my God.
And he got canceled. Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
It's like it's amazing that Jimmy Fallon is all of a sudden gets Greg Gutfeld to come on his show,
Right.
which is a big thing. You know, he has now a Fox person coming on his show. It's the highest rated show that he's had all year, up 37%, 1.8 million more viewers.
Jimmy Fallon's great though.
But the point is, it could have been any one of them would have gone up 37% because that was.
You're saying if he went on Colbert, he would have went up 37%.
37%, 1.8 million viewers. Like, it's not rocket science. If you're sitting there, you're saying to yourself, wow, look how much of the audience we alienate by all three networks. There's a whole audience out there that wants to watch.
Right.
They want to watch.
But Republicans aren't staying up that late generally.
Well,
You're the only Republican I know that stays up past 10.
I'll give you a date time. How would you like to know that Howard Stern goes from 25 million viewers a day to 125,000? That means
we have more.
Newsmax has more.
We have more.
I know. Do you know? I know.
We have more than Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Can I get 100 million a year, please?
Do you know Newsmax on TV last night said? He goes, I'm not. You know, they're like a little embarrassed to say that they are actually bigger than Howard Stern right now.
Well, let's stay on this Kennedy honors because it's a fun subject, Gavi, and all the girls. You know, we have a lot of girls that listen to us now. And a lot of girls don't like some of our sports, so we're going to mix it up, you know.
A lot didn't even know about the Kennedy Center
Well,
until Trump.
why don't you tell everybody who the 5 honorees are? I mean, it's remarkable.
Well, you have Kiss.
You have Gene Simmons from Kiss.
And the whole, it's not just Gene Simmons, it's all of them, you know. And then
Do you know all the people from Kiss?
I know three of them. I know the guy Chris, drummer, and I knew the other guy besides Simmons, the main guy.
Do you know like Billy
Jewish
Joel's
guys from New York?
Do you know Billy Joel's band? Do you know like these do you know Ozzy Osbourne's band? Do you know James? I don't know.
No, I don't know them.
Right.
This is like knowing. It's like asking, do I know Steve Miller's band?
Well, you know the Beatles. You know Paul McCartney.
Well, I know all the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
And by the way, I have to know everybody that dies and they replace.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of band members like Leonard Skinner is like, you know, not even the original.
So we have Gene Simmons. We have Sylvester Stallone.
You have James Crawford, who was a Broadway guy mainly, English guy. You have Gail.
Cindy Crawford.
No, it's not Cindy Crawford. It's James Crawford.
Oh, James Crawford.
You have that Gail that did that disco thing, you know, I Will Survive.
Right.
And then who else did he?
Was there a hook with George Clooney? I thought he broke.
No, that was going to be. I thought it was the other Crawford.
Oh,
because the hook would have been if it was Cindy Crawford and not James, because Clooney's best friend is Randy Gerber.
Right.
So you know that would have been
right.
But it wasn't. It was the other Crawford and Sylvester Stallone.
Right. Well, I'm gonna watch.
Oh wait, George Strait, country guy.
Yeah.
George, he's great.
I'm gonna watch it. Are you?
Yeah, I watched. You know, I watch it all the other years, and it's on like an obscure time and channel. Because last year was the Grateful Dead Day honors.
Right.
So I watched that. But what's great is this year, Trump, I think, is going to MC it. And not only is he MCing, he's fixing up the entire Kennedy Center. He's making
all in gold.
Yeah, he is. They showed you how he's fixing it up. And he's
so what's your under over total package? Melania's outfit: shoes, Birkin bag, dress, 100 grand.
Jewelry and everything? How much more?
No, not jewelry. Can't jewelry. One piece
Well,
could
you
be
said
40.
Birkin bag. That could be 40,000.
Right.
That's
Shoes could be whatever, 10 grand.
yeah. How about a watch? Does that count?
No, because yeah. But how about the dress? The dress is some designer, right?
Yeah.
A lot of money. So that's a lot of money.
But
Uh,
meanwhile, he's bringing awareness to the Kennedy Center, and don't forget he took it away. Like everybody was upset that he fired everybody that was on the
right.
board, and he has his own board now.
So what happens with Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who's not in touch or hates his family or they hate him? Does he go and does his family go? I mean, I don't know anything about the Kennedys.
If they're not really, Trump could really bother them. He could just change the name. He could put
No,
it.
he wouldn't do that.
He
He
could put
was
an RF in front of it. He could call
oh
it the
no, he
Robert
was
F. Kennedy Center, and that
oh,
would
he was
bother everybody.
president of the
Hey, look,
United
you know what they
States.
do? Chuck Schumer, to bother Trump and everything, he hired that the Kennedy, his nephew.
Right.
He hired him
Yeah.
to basically just to be a pain because the guy's a weird kid. You know,
I don't know. I'm gonna watch it. Hopefully, what channel is it on? NBC?
I don't know which one.
Probably
They're gonna
some
probably fight.
liberal
They're gonna
show.
probably
Yeah.
fight for the. My guess is Paramount is going with the Ellisons taking over
Yeah,
Paramount.
yeah.
They're Trump's buddies
But
now.
that's a pay per play. I mean, I can't. You have to pay for Paramount.
Well, not if they put it on CBS.
Yeah, CBS. I mean,
They have other networks too. They could put it on some Paramount channel that's like I don't know, channel 302 or
yeah,
something.
but Trump doesn't like CBS, so it won't go. Does
He
Trump?
likes CBS now.
Because they paid him.
No, Allison took over, so they're
Oh.
going to get rid of Gail King. They showed you this thing. You know what's funny? They showed you Gail King's on the CBS morning show, and it's they've been in last place for like 14 years now, and they show you every single co-host that was there with Gail King. So she's maybe been with like 20 different co-hosts. She's the only constant. She's the only one that's been there. And then all the other people switch, but they've remained in last place the entire time.
So you're in last.
Why not just get rid of her?
Yeah, when you're in last place, when you go to work and they're paying you 10, 15, 20, are you like laughing at them? Are you like saying this is like a no-show union job? I mean, they're paying
No,
me
you
all
are
this
thinking
money and I'm not doing anything.
you are thinking to yourself, how long can this take? One more
Right.
year. You're saying one more year, sign me up one more year. And you have to be thinking at any moment, any year, it's over.
Well, how about this Michael Strahan? I don't even know what channel to watch him on. He's on football. He's on.
He's
Good
on
Morning.
Fox and
Yeah.
he does ABC.
Yeah, I mean, how can he straddle all those, platforms?
I don't know. It's like it's interesting. I'm telling you, all the people with talk shows, Kelly Clarkson,
Right.
she has her show. Then, and by the way, when you're on a talk show and you're in front of the public like for 5 days, it's not like Sylvester Stallone that does his Tulsa King that's filmed or a talk show. Everybody gets to know you. It's like
Right.
watching the people on Fox News, I guess, or CNN or MSNBC. You kind of know. You look at like Kelly Clarkson. The guy died. That was her ex-husband.
Right.
But then you find out, it was a little like it was
Well, they were separated. Or
no,
divorced.
divorce, but it
Yeah.
was nasty.
Yeah.
But then she ran to a side and all this, and you want to know what was nasty about it. And then you find out that her assistant is the one that he left Kelly Clarkson for her
Yeah, but
assistant.
that's always the case. It's the housekeeper, the assistant. I mean, it's always who's close to you.
Right.
I mean, that's pretty much how it always goes
Didn't
down.
that just there was just another story like that.
But anyway, let's go. Well, Gavi, let's talking about that. I mean, it's back to school in Florida. It's like the middle of August and kids are going back to school. It's
know.
crazy.
I got behind the bus the other day. I got to tell you something. Times have changed so much since we were younger. First of all, I walked a lot to school because I didn't want to take the
Right.
bus because it gave me more time, and that way you go through the woods and stuff. Here, it's no longer. And then if you did have a carpool, if your mom or something was in carpool, they tried to make it where you get 3 friends that live in your neighborhood, and your mom only had to do 1 week a month, and you got in the car with your 3 people in your neighborhood. Today, I'm watching this the carpool. Each kid, 1 kid per car.
Well, do you know why?
Like, don't they? There is no carpool with
No,
any
but
other.
I'll tell you why. Because all these Boca moms want to show off their Range Rover or their Cadillac Escalade or whatever they're
or
driving.
or their kid's not coming home, or their kid is going to a specialty camp, like writing code. You have
Right,
code writing camp,
right.
swimming camp, gymnastics. It's like instruments. I mean, they're always trying to.
But I don't understand what you're saying. So if I carpool with you and your mom's driving us, if I'm going home separately, that I have to take a separate car to school?
No, what I'm saying is, it used to be. Let's say you had 3 kids that lived on your street,
Right,
and they're in your school. It doesn't make a difference if one's in 5th grade, one's in
right.
4th grade. They know that Monday through Friday of this week, it's going to be Cutty's mom's picking us up. You all pile in, and she drives you home.
Well,
Done.
I was always in detention. I always had to stay
Well,
after
yeah,
school.
right. That's another story.
I was always stuck.
But today it's one kid, just your kid. It's like you're not even letting your kid go into a neighbor's car. It's
Right.
one kid. So the carpool line. No, I'm not kidding. They're picking these kids up at 2:20 in the
Well,
afternoon.
let's think about it this
Who
way.
has the time? Who has the time to wait 45 minutes to pick up your kid?
I go to the seat in the morning, after I work out, to tone my body. And there's always a mom in there with their kid getting breakfast for the kid. What happens if you had to drag 3 or 4 kids into the seat? It would cost you $100 in the
Uh,
morning, to get every kid a Danish and a smoothie.
but I'm going to tell you the reason why I think there's so many people picking up their kids now is because everybody's stay at home. There's a lot of stay at home parents, so they're sitting there.
That's a good point.
If I'm at home, I'll just sit in carpool line for 45 minutes every single day and pick up my kid. Which I don't know, at the middle of the day.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And we had it with no cell phones. These kids have cell phones. They have everything. Matter of fact, they could probably Uber.
Yeah, I don't know. Do schools allow Uber? I guess they do.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, that was way before my time. I was way before Uber. But let me ask you this question. Let's hit the news real fast. I'm sitting here reading the paper about this Kohlberger. Is that how you say his name?
The
Kohlberger.
guy from Idaho.
And he made a plea deal to get life in prison instead of the death sentence. Now, now they're sending him to the meanest, nastiest jail because he killed these 4 girls or whatever. And everybody in that prison's licking their chops to get at this guy. Like Whitey Bulger lasted 20 minutes or whatever it was when he went to the bad jail. I mean, if you get if you have a chance to spend your life in prison or the death sentence, what are you taking? I'm taking the death sentence.
Well, the death sentence is
Why do you want to live the rest of your life in jail?
well, the death sentence. I don't think you can get the death sentence in 5 years. I think it takes like 20 years.
Yeah, but why would you want to choose
Yeah,
life in prison?
I think you're right. Maybe hoping. Look, it could always be overturned, but if you get the death sentence,
That's a good point.
you get a bigger cell, conjugal visits. You
Do you get conjugal visits
in
with
death
that?
sentence.
Wow.
Yeah, but I would choose that. Hopefully, it could be overturned or something like that. But I wouldn't want to be like in Gen Pop like this guy.
Yeah.
But I asked you this the other day. Couldn't his dad, Kohlberger's dad, right now, his kid is like basically dead to him, cost him some aggravation and
Yeah, of
everything.
course.
Is his dad allowed to take out a life insurance policy on his son who's in jail right now? And let's say he takes out a $2 million policy or a $5 million policy, term life, 5 million. Do you think, if you're betting right now, do you think he lasts 2 years in jail?
Well, I mean, haven't you ever seen that TV commercial where the lady says, "Honey, do you remember, my sister's next door neighbor that did marathons at 62? Well, he's dead. Oh, are we having the life insurance
All right.
conversation?" So yeah, you pick up the phone. Yeah, of course they can do it.
Why
They
wouldn't
can.
you?
You
Be-
would, I guess.
No, his dad, because you're thinking to yourself, my kid,
He's gonna get killed.
he's going to get killed. There's no way you have to pay it that long. He's going to get killed. And that way the father can make $5 million.
I think these policies, I forget, it's been so long
Not allowed
since
to be in jail?
No, I think like they have this 1 year exclusion where like I can't go take a policy today and go kill
Well, that's like
myself.
suicide.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to commit suicide. You have X amount of time, but generally, so it's 6 months. That's more for your mental state.
Gavi, trust me, these insurance companies have this figured out. There's no way they missed this one. I mean, there's something.
Just
on
because
that
you go to
thing.
jail doesn't mean you're getting killed. This one, he's getting killed.
Well, in actual, whatever those tables are called, I'm sure jail is like up there that you die.
Well,
in
since
sooner.
we're speaking of jail, tell me what does Giselle Maxwell have that they moved her from a security jail prison to one where there's not even a fence on the outside? You could walk to the street, get in a car if you wanted to.
We're not going to mention the guy's name that, this whole case is about because
Okay.
TikTok likes to take us off the air when we
Okay.
mention his name and then we lose 100,000 listeners, viewers. But I'm just so confused I'm just going to talk in generalities about the entire case. I mean, Biden had it for 4 years. With what they tried to do to Trump, don't you think if there was something there, they would have dug it up?
100%.
Okay. So now, why is Trump sweeping this under the carpet
He didn't.
if he has something to hide?
He didn't.
So just bring it out.
He did, and said, "Let it go. The whole thing be exposed."
Is it being exposed?
No, an Obama-appointed judge ruled that you cannot release the papers. Not Trump's judge, an Obama judge. So, and then and whatchamacallit,
Just so sick of the
and
whole case.
Melania sued Hunter Biden right now because Hunter Biden said that that Donald Trump met Melania through
That guy.
that guy. And she just sued him for $1 billion because she also sued James Carville because he said the same thing.
Well, don't you think
They settled. James
James
Carville.
plane logs? If she was on that guy's plane, she's dead in the water.
No, she wasn't. They're saying that she was introduced to Donald Trump through that guy. Like he put them together.
I see.
Like that, and it wasn't the case. And like James Carville had to like apologize, do a whole thing. Hunter Biden though today responded when he
What's he have to lose? He's broke.
and he's pardoned.
He's pardoned.
And he said,
what
and he
can
said, "F you."
Yeah, what can he say? I mean, it doesn't matter to him. I mean, he's got like the ultimate immunity. He has nothing. You can't sue me for anything. And he's got a pardon, so he can't get in trouble.
His sister just filed for divorce.
Really?
Yeah, Ashley Biden, from the guy from Philadelphia, the surgeon, the plastic surgeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she posted a picture of him walking hand in hand with another girl.
Oh, jeez.
So
Well, this guy, Biden's guy, if he even knew what was going on.
that picture really bothered her, him with another girl. The picture of Hunter with her sister-in-law, doing crack, that didn't bother her, or all the other pictures.
How do you know it bothered Biden?
What
The picture of the girl holding
she
hands?
posted it. She
And he
posted
said
it.
it bothered him?
She
I mean,
said,
it's this liberal guy. He believes in all this woke and everything,
well,
upside
Ashley
down,
Biden
upside down.
posted the
Oh,
picture
yeah.
of her ex with this girl and then does the divorce and puts it in the paper. She's a little
Crazy.
wacky. She was in some
That whole family's
places.
goofy.
Yeah.
So anyway, Trump's going to Alaska to meet Putin. What's your prediction, Nostradamus, on what will happen? He's going to walk out of there with nothing. Putin's a KGB
I've been pretty
agent.
spot on a lot of my
Yeah,
stuff.
but Putin's got him played so great.
Not this time.
Not this time.
No, because I tell you what I think.
What's he going to do?
I don't think Trump's going there where you're going to come out of this and like the deal. Here's the deal. It's not
Well,
going
I
to be.
think he wants a ceasefire. He wants to get a ceasefire.
I think he wants it to start. So now what's going to happen is I think he's coming into this deal. It can't be solved right here and there because he has to talk to Zelensky. He has to talk to the EU.
Why does he have to talk to Zelensky?
Because Zelensky, they might say it's going to cost you property.
Yeah, and Zelensky has no cards, according to Trump.
He has no cards.
So he can go make a deal and tell Zelensky what to do.
Well, here's the thing. He's giving up land. If you think that Trump's going to be able to say, listen, Putin, let's just go back to the way things were.
Well, Putin needs the port. He needs the waterway there.
They're going to make some deal that they're going to get. It's going to cost some land.
Yeah.
It's going to cost some land. Zelensky's going to fight. He's going to know that it's going to cost him some land. And then he's going to want some security that it doesn't happen. And
so what do you think Trump was? Trump gets on 747. He sends his 200 vehicles, all the bodyguards. It costs America $1 billion to send them there, to meet with Putin. Putin smiles, tells him whatever the hell he wants to hear, and he walks out of there. What's Trump getting?
He's going to say, here's the preliminaries of the deal. I'm now going to give you the preliminaries. We can have a peace thing, ceasefire. This is what it's going to take. He's then going to have to present this meeting to the EU and to Zelensky. I mean, he's not going to be able to say yes, no right there. He's going to know the parameter. He's going to know where it's going to go, and it could maybe be 3 weeks from now.
Okay, Putin
and it might be a ceasefire.
And he lies to his face and says, "I'll do this and I'll do that." And then Trump goes back to Zelensky and says, "All right, I got Putin to agree."
Sanctions would be hit pretty hard. Sanctions. He's already just raised the tariffs on, say, India. Because India wants. He's going to make things pretty hard if you're doing business with Russia. And I really think that he ain't playing. He's not going to play games. He's winning too much. He's just not going to.
But the world needs Putin's oil. The world needs his oil.
Not if you're coming up with nuclear and you're doing other forms of energy. There's a lot of other forms that you can get besides oil,
So maybe Trump does what he did in everything else. He makes a trade deal.
right?
What does
Maybe Saudi Arabia gets the
Putin?
benefit.
What's Putin have? He's got great vodka. He's got unbelievable hookers, Russian
He
hookers,
has
right?
wheat.
He
He
has
has
wheat, Russian hookers, vodka.
sits on more gold than anybody. He could destroy the. He could literally
So
flood
he's
the
got
market
four
with gold,
things. He's got gold.
diamonds.
Does he have
Yeah,
diamonds?
big
Do
Russian
they have
diamond.
Does Russia have watches?
No, not
They
really.
don't do watches?
No.
Do you know what kind of watch Putin has?
Oh, he is the finest.
Does he?
Yeah,
Like Patek's and
he
stuff
has
like
them
that?
all.
Wow.
He has them all.
Crazy. Well,
He'll take it if he. He owns every business there.
does Patek have like a store?
Well, there
Does
was stores, but
1960
there's someone that's selling all these watches. He could just walk in and say,
Moscow?
I want that. Yeah, I want this."
Right, and just walk out with it.
You talk about mob mentality.
Yeah.
This is the guy. He gets a piece of every business in Russia, basically.
You know what cracks me up? You know, all these guys like Putin and Trump, they all wear their initials on their shirt. Like, why?
They
You
don't
know who they are.
they
Why do you
don't-
have your initials on your
they
shirt?
don't,
Like, I have 'em on my shirt because nobody knows who I am. I mean, like, why does Donald Trump have DT on his sleeve? I mean, like it matters,
Maybe he always maybe had that. It is kind of funny that he.
right? Think about it. What's the point?
But listen, where he's pretty funny though is never outside the Oval Office before. They never had a gift shop. I mean, he literally has a thing with all his hats. Did you see the world leaders from like
Yeah, in
Armenia?
the White House, he has a gift shop now.
No, but right outside the Oval
Yeah,
Office.
selling the shirts and the hats.
But he walked the world leaders from Armenia and that Aussie, whatever the name of it is.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the guy from Armenia goes, "My wife told me make sure I get a hat," and he gave him a hat.
Did he sign it?
He gave a scarf. He then told what box to go into. I mean, it's like he's giving out keychains that say, "Oh." Then he gave him one other special hat. The special hat is Trump 2028.
That
I
is
mean, he's
great.
really playing into this like
He's
dictator.
going to run.
He's not.
I guarantee he's running for president.
He's not running.
If they change it, if they change the law, then Obama can run again. It'll be a Trump Obama.
He's not. It's Vance. JD Vance. Is
Nah,
good.
Vance has no shot.
He is. He's the
Vance
next
has no shot.
right.
He's a dead man walking. Marco's got it. Somebody else has it. Vance
There's
has
too much.
no shot.
Here's one thing that we're going to see. New York holds a big card right now because if the guy wins, Ma'am Domney
How
wins.
can Mandavy win?
He's destroying the field
He
right now.
can't
He's up by
win.
26 points.
I don't believe it.
You got idiots there. You got Como and you got Adams who are going to split their vote. He's destroying both of them. And then you got the guardian angel Stilwell, who's like always like.
So what's wrong? Rudy comes out of the woodwork, comes back. Giuliani.
Now, here's what's going to happen.
Have a Mayor Bloomberg. He comes out of the woodwork.
When it gets a little desperate, here's what's
Yeah.
going to happen. Trump's going up to Como and saying, "You got to drop," or there's going to be some.
What's Como? He has no juice over Como.
He's going to tell Como to drop. He's telling Adams you're dropping. He's going to have them both
Well,
drop.
Adams, he has juice over.
He's going to well, Como's being investigated right now. So there's two investigations going on. I think he has them both leaving. As I told you, I would think Lee Zeldin has a shot that you don't even know yet. If not, he's back in Silva.
I'm willing to bet you Mandani has no shot. He does not win.
I think he does.
There's no way.
He does.
There's no
If
way.
he
There's
wins,
too
do you
much-
know-
too many financial guys in New York? Too many balls in the air. Too many real estate
The
guys.
other people aren't
building
getting out of the way.
buildings.
I'm telling you, if he
Ugh.
wins, it would be the worst thing in the world for the Democratic
Why do you
Party.
want him to win? You keep saying you want him to win.
Because if he wins,
Yeah.
the rest of the Democratic Party, either they have to say they're for a socialist, communist, or they're not. He can
Other than
destroy the
that
party.
whack job, Elizabeth Warren. Nobody's
Minnesota, the mayor of Minneapolis is left of Ma'am Donnelly. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
He's
but
from
who
Somalia.
stepped up? Your guy who's what's his face in the House? He didn't. The head of the House for the Democrats.
Schumer,
No, that's the Senate. The House. Who's the guy?
Hakeem Jeffries.
Yeah, he didn't step up yet.
Not yet. But they're going to.
Schumer didn't step up yet. No, they're not. Nobody's backing this guy. You think Schumer, being a Jew, is going to back this guy?
Let me tell you about these guys.
You think Schumer's backing this guy? He's a Jew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you something else that's so funny because they can't.
This
They
is
keep doing the
great,
wrong thing.
Gavi.
I'm going to tell you
I
why.
could talk about this the whole show.
No, I'm going to tell you why. Right now,
You're dreaming.
Washington D.C. Crime is all over the place. They're showing you videos from Joe Biden when he was a senator in 1992, telling Congress, if you come to a red light, I'm told just don't come to a full stop because you could be carjacked. That's how dangerous Washington, D.C. is. This is in 1992. Now, fast forward to today. Everybody knows it's a shithole. And all of a sudden, Chuck Schumer says today, I don't know what they're talking about. I walk around out there all the time.
Yeah, Chuck
It's
Schumer has 20 bodyguards around
But
him.
he's also the guy that told you the border's closed.
Yeah.
So now the border's closed. Washington D.C. safe. If you're
But
a
are you in
you
favor
can't
of
listen
Trump?
to him. He just is a
Are
liar.
you in favor of Trump taking over Washington D.C.?
Right now? Yes.
Really?
How long does it take to fix? He just said 1992 you had Joe Biden. It's not working their way. You got these kids that are doing it. If you told me you could clean it up and you have to put the National Guard there and clean it up, I think a lot of cities are scared because what happens if he does clean it up?
But that's not what America's about. I mean, I'm not a super liberal here, but I just don't think that we should be taking over Washington, D.C. We should do it properly by elections, maybe overfund the Republicans or whatever,
Okay,
or a moderate Democrat, and do it properly. I don't think the federal government, I think maybe they should surround their buildings a little more, get a little more real estate around their buildings and protect them. But I don't think they should be taking over the streets of Washington,
Well,
D.C.
do you think Donald Trump right now should be, they're talking about the gerrymandering of all these different states. And and he wants to now do it instead of at the end of the decade, he wants to like split up to see if he can get more House seats in Texas. That's why all the people left.
Yeah,
Let me ask you,
they're doing that in California now.
but they already gerrymandering the whole state.
Yeah.
There's not that much juice left. There's a lot of juice left in Republican
Yeah.
states. Like Florida
Yeah.
could take some more states,
Yeah.
and the Republicans come out better. Here's what I don't get. The reason why is the more people that are in an area, the more seats you get. When you do a census, I think you can't count illegals in a census because what you're basically saying is if you count them, they can't vote, but you can count them. So let's
But
say,
wait, time out. Let's go step by step here. Let's be rational.
okay, if you get illegals,
No, time out. Whether they're illegal or they're not illegal, they're going in a classroom. So so you have to have a census that counts the amount of kids in a classroom that a school can hold, how many students a teacher can have. I mean, if they're bodies, whether they're legal or not legal, they are bodies driving in cars where you need roads, paying tolls and bridges. I mean, in schools. I mean, how can you not count them? They're not like invisible.
because the reason why they used to be able to count them is because our border was secure for the most part. So we had some DACA, but if people came in, 500,000 came into the United States a year. Okay, our country was able to absorb that. But when you get 20 million,
But they're still bodies. How do you not
because
count them?
because they can move the bodies to different areas. So, for instance, in Texas, you could take 40,000 people and put them in a little area of Texas. All of a sudden, that little area of Texas now has a Democratic seat.
That's the game.
But
What are you going to do?
but that was the game. That's why the Democratic Party
Yeah.
said the borders closed when it really wasn't, because their game was it was open. Their game was bring in 30 million people. I will make sure I have more seats. If you
But
control,
then, but
then your house.
That's why you have elections. And Trump won the election. The Republicans control the House and the Senate, and they're going to
you're
change
wrong.
it.
You're wrong on that. You see,
Why?
you control because he won 43% of Massachusetts. They have no seats. They have no seats in Connecticut. They don't own one seat in Rhode Island.
Right.
So
Okay.
how can you win? How can you win in Illinois? How can you win 44% of the state and you got 17% of the vote of the Congress seats? It should be sort of in line. It can't be that Massachusetts has zero.
All right. Govy wins this argument.
But how do you get zero? You said elections.
No,
So now
no,
I
no,
voted
no,
and I
you're
got zero because you keep moving gerrymandering.
Yeah, my mind's not moving that fast to like come up with
So
a
all
good
of a sudden,
argument.
the Congress comes, and now all of a sudden, Donald Trump wins the popular vote, electoral vote, and all of a sudden, he can't get something passed in Congress. Why? Because there's now more Democrats in there, even though he won everything, because they control an entire state.
I think Donald Trump will figure this out. But let's go
He
back to
did.
Washington.
You know what he's doing?
Yeah.
He's telling all these Republican governors time to gerrymander.
Yeah. But let's go back to Washington D.C. This is the thing I don't understand. You pay taxes to Boca Raton for your house, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you have real estate in Boca Raton. Follow me here. So you're paying taxes to Boca Raton. Now Boca Raton has your tax dollars in your mansion. You're probably paying 300 or 400,000 a year in real estate taxes to fund the police department. In Washington D.C., all those federal buildings, do they pay taxes to Washington D.C. for the police? Who? All those federal buildings, the White House. Is there a real estate bill that goes to the White House that would fund the Washington
I think
D.C.
the federal government, basically. That's why I
Do they
think
get a free ride?
no,
Is that why?
that's why
I'm
he has
trying to figure
control.
that.
That's why the district of that's why all these people that said, "Oh, if Donald Trump's taking over the police of Washington D.C., you could be next in Chicago." He can't be next in Chicago or Los
But I'm
Angeles.
saying if the White House gets a real estate tax bill like you do and I do,
Mhm.
okay, then I understand Donald Trump has a right to complain and say, I'm paying the bulk of the taxes here. You're mismanaging the police force. The town's not safe. But if the federal government is getting a free ride and they're not paying real estate taxes for the Federal Reserve
I think
Building,
there
the
is
White House, all those
I think there
buildings, the
is some taxes
Washington Monument, everything.
I think there is some taxes that you have to pay. It could be schools and some other stuff that are locally there.
I mean, we just watch the news and we get the surface. Donald
Right.
Trump took over the police, is taking over what?
It's clean up.
But I'm trying to understand where the money's coming from. Who's paying these policemen? Is it the poor people that are
I
causing?
think the United States government probably subsidizes most. And by the way,
Okay.
if we're having the 250th birthday of the United States and the World Cup and the Olympics coming to the United States, but let's just say 250th birthday is a big thing. It's going to be in Washington mainly. Does he need to see all the homeless there, all the crime there? He has a year. It's not if the 250th birthday was next week, he wouldn't be able to solve this problem in a week. He has 1 year. He's going to clean it up. In 1 year, he's going to clean it up, and he's going to maybe offer it to other cities.
All right. Let me ask you this question. So they're saying it's not a state. Well, Puerto Rico is not a state. What if and their electrical grid and all the problems in Puerto Rico? Well, Donald Trump now says I'm taking over Puerto Rico too. It's not a state. I can do the same thing there. And they
Well,
have all
one of the
these.
things
All
is
the,
they
I
won.
mean, how about if he starts picking his
Well,
spots?
Democrats want Washington D.C. to be its own state, so they could have two senators and
Right.
Congress people.
Yeah, that's
They
the
only want it
point.
to be so they can now control the
Yeah.
Senate. So does Puerto Rico.
Right.
So you can't really. It's not going to work.
See, Gavi, these issues are too big for our show.
You know what we need for a show to help our rating?
These are too big for us.
We got to
Gavi.
call.
We're not getting anywhere.
We have to call a
here.
local Pennsylvanian to the rescue. Did you see Taylor Swift
Oh,
was on
God, I
the
can't
New Heights?
stand that
She
whole
was on the
thing.
New Heights broadcast.
First of all, I won the bet. They haven't
Millions.
got married yet. 2 years.
They're
Not,
getting
what are they?
married.
What are they waiting for,
After the
Gavi?
Super Bowl.
You told me that after the last
After
Super
this
Bowl.
Super Bowl, they're getting
After
married.
Kansas City wins next time, they're going to get married. He's going to propose at the end of the game.
Yeah, she's gonna have a kid. You're gonna see. After this year, they're coming. They're gonna get married. And
I say it's a fake relationship.
she was great for their show. Their podcast blew up the other day.
I saw 1,800,000 followers.
Don't you have anybody that you could bring on that
No,
could
we
do
got
that?
to get Taylor Swift on here.
Think she could do it for us?
She could get us 1,800,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she could get us 1,800,000. Taylor Swift, come on the show. We promise we won't talk politics. Maybe I'll bring my, the doggist on here.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Does she have dogs?
I'm sure they have a dog
Yeah,
somewhere
we could
along
get the
line.
doggist maybe
If
to
not,
come
let's
and
get him a dog.
interview her. Yeah, let's get him a dog. Hey, but Taylor Swift, I just, that whole relationship.
She's very talented. She's very talented.
She's very talented. I'm not talking about her talent, but that whole relationship, I think, is a scam. I mean, come on. She's 30, what? How old?
Five.
She's 35.
And he's 35.
Right. They've dated hundreds of people. All right. Are they getting married? Where's this
they weren't-
relationship going?
The people that she dated weren't on as much of a celebrity as he is. I mean, he's going down as one of the greatest tight ends that ever played the game.
True, but
Hall of Famer.
he's a football player. He's not a celebrity.
He has his podcast is one of the top podcasts.
Because of Taylor Swift.
He's going to
Gavi,
be.
we're not getting along
He's going to
today.
be. He's going to be on TV. He's going to have a TV career.
Because of Taylor Swift.
No,
You're telling me if he wasn't dating Taylor Swift, him and his brother, their show would be as popular as it is.
It was a very popular
It
podcast.
wasn't what it is today.
And don't forget, he had a reality show. He had that dating show he was on.
But she was at all those football games. The NFL ratings went through the
Boom.
roof. All these
Boom
women are
from her.
watching football now.
It is what it is now.
I think.
By the way,
she made
who was
him.
the guy? Who was the guy that was married to Maria Carey? That was on all those TV shows like America's Got Talent and all.
Mark Anthony was that?
No,
No, that
the
was Jennifer
Maria Carey.
Lopez.
He's like gone now. He has like 12 kids or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Something happened. Right. Chris Brown? No,
No, it
Chris.
wasn't Chris Brown. It looks like Chris Brown.
Yeah, he
But
does.
anyway,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
he was doing well like for a
Yeah, he's
while.
doing great. Yeah,
Gone.
yeah, he's going. Yeah, he was like having a kid, and another person was pregnant at the
Yeah,
same time.
yeah. I mean, it was
I
unbelievable.
mean, boy, he got away with murder,
You
didn't
know,
he?
yeah. So, but look, like you said, Washington D.C. is getting. People are learning one thing right now. They're learning about paid protesters. That's never happened really before. Now, when you see these protesters, it used to be, wow, look at all these people. Now they're paid. When you see, no joke, middle-aged white people sitting there saying, save DC, and they're chanting and everything. All it would take is one politician to say to them, I'll tell you what, you want to protest? Come at 9 o'clock at night, not during the daytime. 9 o'clock at night, we'll give you all the freedom you want. We'll take the police. We won't even put barricades up. You demonstrate at 9 o'clock at night in Washington, D.C. I guarantee you there will be no
Oh
protesters.
yeah. Well,
there.
I mean, nobody's doing that.
Well,
Not happening.
well, just the other day, they just had the guy. I told you he had a Subway sandwich.
Yeah.
He's yelling at the police or the National Guard. He's cussing at him and everything. He takes his sandwich, and he's only 2 feet away from the person, and throws it and hits him in the face.
Didn't he get arrested? That guy?
They tackled him. He ran away. They
Yeah.
tackled him. They arrested him for
Yeah.
assault, a
Yeah.
felony.
Yeah.
As it turns out, he works for the Department of Justice. And
Does he really?
Pam Bondi went up
What
to
an
him.
idiot.
Pam Bondi went up to him, found this out this morning, and said, "Gone.
That's a new chapter in my book. Gone in 10 seconds.
Gone in 10 seconds." I mean,
what
this
an
guy
idiot.
lost his
What a
job.
moron. And now, so just let's dig a little deeper. Think of that guy working at the Department of Justice, and that's his judgment to do something that idiotic. And he's deciding these things at DOJ.
I got one better.
I mean,
I give you a better.
how do they do a litmus test so that these idiots are not working at Department of Justice?
If he's married and he has kids, how does he come home to his wife and kids and say, "Listen, I had a really bad day"?
Right.
And they'll say, "Well, what'd you do?"
Right.
Well, I was hungry and I went to Subway.
Right.
And when I got outside of Subway, I saw this National Guard member, and I decided I'm going to throw my sandwich in his face and then run away. I mean, the kid, and by the way, I lost my job. I lost my pension. My career's over, and I might spend 2 years in jail. I mean, don't you think the kids have to say, "Dad, like, what were you doing?" How does this guy ever, discipline his kids or even talk to his kids?
Well, you talk about P. Diddy. I mean, his kids are adults and everything. But I mean, how does he even look them in the face anymore? I
P.
mean,
Diddy's kids are they're, I think, inside they're cheering for him to
yeah,
get
they want him in
they
jail
want
for the
30
next
years.
10 years.
They
right?
want 30 years.
Right.
They
want to live in the mansion, have the limousine.
Yeah, this guy with his Subway sandwich
Right.
is
Now, is P. Diddy,
they're holding him.
Yeah, they're not letting him out on bail so fast. Do you think he's going to get 10 years? This judge is just throwing the book at him.
You know what? New York judges, boy.
But I think they made a mistake. This is my call on it. I think when he won more than 60% of that case, they did a rally. They did a touchdown slam down. They said, we got it. They should have just shut the hell up, ducked their heads down,
Right.
and been polite.
They did a touchdown celebration
Yeah.
before the game was over.
Yeah.
And now
that judge said, guess what?
we're going to change the rules now. It's almost like they called a late flag, and there's a penalty flag
I
now.
think they should have told that guy when he got convicted on 2 of the lesser counts, start crying.
Right.
Be hysterical.
Right.
Be humble.
Right.
Don't say anything. Instead, he did it. He slammed the ball in the end zone.
I agree. And, you look into this new, and you know what? And he should have known New York, anything could happen, because all you need to do is look at Letitia James.
What's going to happen to her?
She did worse than what
She
Trump
did
did.
mortgage fraud. If I did
With her
mortgage fraud, I wouldn't
It's
even
done.
get
It's an open and shut case.
Yeah.
Adam Schiff. It's an open and shut case. It's done. It's done.
I don't even understand, how do these people, Adam Schiff, get on TV and talk the way they talk, knowing
that they did that.
Yeah. I mean, it's like that guy Menendez. Did he ever get sent to
Yeah,
jail?
he's sentenced.
Oh, he's in jail?
Yeah, he's in jail.
Whatever happened to his wife?
I think she gets sentenced coming up.
Oh my God. What a crazy
You know what's
world.
crazy when you see some people
I'm giving up.
There was this really pretty she was an ABC news anchor in Arizona, in Phoenix. And she won an Emmy for her stuff. She was an anchor.
Alicia Lane?
No, in Phoenix.
I'm Phoenix.
And she's married. And they were doing this. They took this PPP money, they caught them, and this company that they had together. They ran like $1 billion through it.
They stole a billion in
They
PPP.
that they gave out to like people, but it was like kind of crazy. They took like I don't know 300,000 for themselves.
I don't even understand that. You ever
The husband uh made a plea deal. It looks like he's getting like 5 years.
is he going to rat on her?
She did not take the plea deal.
Right.
She just went to trial, found guilty. November 1st, she gets sentenced. She's looking at 20 years.
An idiot.
Super pretty girl. All of a sudden, she could be in jail for 20 years.
Wow.
And her husband took the plea deal. He'll probably be gone
Are
in
they
5.
together still?
Yeah.
So how could he take a plea deal without implicating her, without saying
Well, they
what did
both
he
were
say?
guilty.
What did he say? She filled out the paperwork. I just signed it. She stuck
No,
it on the
they
minute.
were both there, and they actually took the text messages from her phone,
Yeah.
and her text messages were like, "I can't believe we're getting away with all this. This is the greatest thing in
it's
the world.
unbelievable.
This stealing is just unbelievable." Like they were actually like thinking this is so easy,
Well,
so easy.
I remember when all that COVID stuff was happening.
Billions.
I mean, they had these attorneys on TV like begging you to go to their law firm, and they'd fill out the forms for you and do
Yeah.
all the paperwork for you and get you the money. And then there was a second and third round where I remember like the second and third round. We were talking to our accountants and stuff, and they said, "Forget it.
Well,
Don't bother."
Well, I think what happened, like where human nature comes in, I think someone sat there and didn't do anything, and you're watching your friend and you're saying,
He's got a new car.
Bob
he's
and
got
Jen
a-
got PPP money, and you still don't do anything. And then you see another of your friends that are also now going on a trip, getting another new car. And eventually you're thinking, hey, everybody's doing it. And then all of a sudden the music stops on you, and that was it.
Right, she's wearing red bottom shoes. You see her walking down the street with
Yeah,
red
I
bottom
mean,
shoes.
but it's unbelievable.
So, Gavi, last, of course, baseball's coming roaring to an end. I mean, we have Kyle Schwarber in Philly, who's going to be MVP, right? He's unbelievable.
I don't know if he'll be MVP.
Is
I'm
he
going
going
to
to
give
hit
you
50 home runs, you think?
Yeah, I think he'll get 50 home runs. That's going to happen. But I'm going to give you
He's great.
one big sports story that's going to come out. John Gruden, who was coaching the
I saw
Las
him.
Vegas Raiders and the
Yeah.
LA Raiders at the time, they fired him. And they fired him because they took his emails and they leaked it. And he said some racist stuff.
Well,
And
it wasn't really racist, was it?
some of it, but they released it and it went to Goodell.
What Archie Bunker said back then now is racist. What John Gruden said, I don't know. It's
Right. But
Greg.
meanwhile,
It's Greg.
they fired him.
yeah.
And now it turns out that the judge is looking at the case, and the NFL shouldn't have done that.
They're going to have to pay a lot of money to him.
He had like a $50 million.
Yeah.
He's looking at $50 million
I
there
think that's like,
plus damages.
yeah.
I think he's going to get $150 million
More.
from the NFL.
Yeah. First of all, not only he was a champion coach, right?
Right.
Is he a
Super
Hall
Bowl.
of Fame? He's a Hall of Fame coach, right?
I don't know Hall of Fame, but he's close.
Okay, he's right. When you talk about great coaches, maybe because he was so animated the way he
And it
used
was
to
a
coach,
one time. He only won one Super Bowl.
But when you talk about destroyed his career, fired from his job, never got another job.
made his whole. It's now in his obit.
Yeah.
He got fired from the LA Raiders for this thing.
It's
So
worth a lot of money in damages.
his TV contract, he was like,
Right.
he was shunned.
But take a look at the football's coming to an end. We have, of course, baseball's coming to an end. We have football now.
He-
Shador Sanders, did
I-
you like the way he played?
Here's my Super Bowl prediction.
All right, let's see
This
him,
year,
Gavi.
last year, I came close. I had Philadelphia beating Buffalo in the Super Bowl last year.
That was
This
semifinal.
year, injuries are everything. I have the Philadelphia Eagles beating Buffalo again. Even though it was Kansas City last year, so I was wrong on the one. I think it's Buffalo, Philadelphia Eagles, with the Eagles winning.
Could be
Back to back.
I'm saying I think this year's a wild card year. I think somebody's going to come out and take it. I don't know who that will be. I think that the Eagles have a good team. I don't think they're going to go to the dance. I think they're going to lose. It's tough. It's tough coming back from a Super Bowl.
They have a really tough schedule. The only thing that they're lucky about is they have the New York Giants in their division in Dallas, so that you got 4 wins. Those
Right,
two are
that's
those
Dallas.
two are
Can you
those
imagine
two
that,
are the
Jerry Jones?
bottom.
Right. And then Kansas City, I don't know. Andy Reid's got to be getting pretty tired, don't you think?
And I also think Travis Kelsey, you could change your haircut, you could change your diet. but you can't beat Father Time. I
How
think
about Mahomes? How is he 30
he's
yet?
young. He's
He's
young.
young, so he'll have a good year.
Kelsey's old.
Yeah, Kelsey's old. Yeah, I mean, look, anybody can do it. But who do you like? Who do you like in baseball to go all the way?
Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yeah, again.
And it comes down to pitching too. Philadelphia Phillies have a great starting pitching staff, so they could be in there.
Right. This is like almost the best time of year. Baseball's coming, it's finishing,
Football,
and football's
com-
starting. It's so much fun.
and first week of college football, it's the Catholics versus the convicts. It's University of Miami versus Notre Dame. Week 1, I like Miami.
I was at one of our sponsors, Just the Mail, the other day, and this kid comes in from South Africa, African American kid with his mom. So I'm talking to him. I'm standing there. He's playing basketball at FAU. Basketball
They
player.
got to the Final Four 2 years ago.
I understand. So I jokingly said to him, he's with his mom. How much did it cost to fly over from South Africa?
Nothing.
That's really nice for your mom to come with you. How long's the flight? She tells me 25 hours. I said, geez, you get any NIL money? He says 500,000.
Right. Well, that's maybe for his 4 years. Some people get 400,000 per year.
Oh, I didn't ask him if it was 4 years.
That was his
But
thing.
he gets sponsorships too, right?
Yeah, he can get all
Maybe
that.
they paid for the mom's
Look,
plane
that
ride.
Cooper Flag got 12 million.
I mean,
for 1 year.
College football's ruined. It's ruined. It's
No,
ruined.
college. They're going to come up with a salary cap for college teams.
I just don't like the whole deal. It's no good.
I got to tell you
Like a team like Temple, where are they ever going to,
they have no shot. 'Cause you want to know
Yeah, I
something?
mean, you made a lot of money. You were betting Temple to lose
Every
game.
game. I'm still back. By the way, this year, bet on them to lose every
But I
game this
mean,
year.
it's
They're
so
a gift.
unfair anymore.
They're a gift. You know what? You drive around the FAU campus right now because it's right in Boca Raton,
Yeah.
and you see everybody. They have bikinis. It's nice. They're skateboarding. They got the electric razors that they're.
Right.
You go into North Philadelphia at Temple University.
Right.
They're wearing flak jackets and bulletproof jackets. You got to sit there. If your mom drops you off in North Philadelphia, you have to say, "What did I do to deserve this?" Compared to
That
being
is
at the
funny.
beach at FAU, you're
That
at
is
the
funny.
palm trees.
All right, folks. Geez, Gavi, we're 51 minutes and 50 seconds. Because you make all the money, you're going to have to pay the overage today.
All right, I will do that.
All
Until
right,
next
folks.
week.
Gavi's on the mend. No boot. New cast.
Newcastle got another 3 weeks to go.
All right. He's coming back, folks. Have a great week.
See ya.
Thanks.